around to finally doing a video on this project. It's been done probably 2 weeks or so, and I've made 2 more journals since I made this one. And yeah, clearly it is the Little Mermaid. And I got this kit. Oh dear, I better be sure where I got it from. Yeah, I better be sure, because I think I know where it's from, but let's see. I will list it in the description box down below the video where I got these papers. But I've bought a number of papers from her, and I did just purchase, oh dear, in the yellow dress, my favorite, actually, Beauty and the Beast. So that will be coming up probably the end of June. All right, let's go inside this. This is a standard size 5.5 by 8.5 journal, and it is 2 signatures. So I used this sari silk for my binding. So that's the side, and then that's the back. This is a Prima frame, and then the Little Mermaid is words that you get with the collection, and I just fussy cut them and pop them up. I usually don't get too intense with my covers. However, my next 2, one of them has a super intense cover. I can show you, I could show you like a little, look at that. All right, that's all you get. You gotta watch the new video. Okay, so this opens up like this, and I left both the front inside and the back inside covers blank. Sometimes I think it's nice to put a photo in here. And imagine if this was for a child and she had like a Little Mermaid themed party, and you could put some photos in here. It would be great. Okay, so this pulls out, and you've got the full image of this beautiful Little Mermaid. This is a much sexier version of Little Mermaid, as you will see. That is a very sexy picture. You open it up, this pulls down, we got another sexy picture. This opens up, lots and lots of space for journaling, tags and pullouts and ATC cards. That one doesn't want to come out. There we go. So then that tucks back up in there. Aren't the seahorses adorable? And then you have this beautiful image. I mean, all the images are just stunning. Just stunning. Beautiful, beautiful Little Mermaid. She was not my favorite. As I mentioned a few moments ago, Beauty and the Beast was my favorite of the princesses. So over here, we've got a couple of pretty fabric flowers with pearl centers, gorgeous images. This is an envelope that opens like this. And you got a pull out here, which could go there. And then we have this little fold out. We've got some stamps. We've got, ooh, look at her. I don't know what her name is. Ursula. Isn't it Ursula? She's pretty sexy too. And then we've got these 2 tags, but who cares? No big deal. I want more. Which is probably not the greatest statement in the movie. But it is what it is. So that folds up, tucks underneath the pearl, and goes back in here. So I got laces and trims and mermaidy looking stuff. This pulls out. And it just tucks back in right there. And we've got all of these little mermaids with different names. I guess these were her friends. Uh-oh. What is going on here? Oh, goodness. That scared me. I was like, why is this all sticking together? Okay, so there she is again, the sexy Ursula. And that opens like this. And then we've got a pull out of Ursula again. And then this opens like this. And we've got these, like, it's like a movie strip. And then this pulls out. This opens up. We've got a couple tickets there. We've got this pull-out tag. And look, she's got a thingamabob. And she's brushing her hair with it. All right. This was a great, fun kit to work with. I wanted to keep it relatively simple in case this was for a child. But it could be for an adult too if you loved Little Mermaid. All right, so this is the center of our first signature, and it does make a full image. I printed this twice, and then I cut this to go on top so I could have tuck spots there. And then we've got the thingamabob right here. So I fussy cut, this is like an ATC card, and then look at the handsome prints. Okay, so that goes like that. And then this opens. Let's see what we got. We got a tuck spot here in the front. Oh, and we got this tag. I kept things real clean. You know, I could have inked stuff, but I just thought it looked, I thought just leaving it clean. You can ink it if you want. So I fussy cut her, and then I have this pull out that opens like this. We've got Ursula again, another tag, and then we've got these two pull outs. Look how sexy and beautiful the mermaid is. Wow. A little bit racy, but since you can't use actual Disney images, this is the next best thing. All right, then here we have a side tuck, another beautiful Little Mermaid. So that's the front. This opens up like this. You've got all the friends again. I made these into a pocket. These are flat on there. Okay, there we go. Those tuck in. Then we've got this pull-out tag and another ATC image. And then that goes back in like that. All right. Oh, good. We're staying in frame pretty much. All right. This pulls out like this. We've got a tuck here. We've got a tuck here and here. And then we've got a little tuck pocket here in the front. That tucks in. And then this goes back in like that. All right. Our first date. And this pulls out. We've got the castle. So this opens up like this. We've got the gorgeous, gorgeous prints. And this beautiful image of them together. And then we have them together here. and that image. All right. And then that goes back in like that. All right. Then over here, we've got this pull out. I love this stuff. And I like this image where she's got, oh, it looks like a crab. And this opens up. We've got 3 pull outs here. Goes back in. Let me open up like this. We have this pocket. Pretty flowers and trims. This actually opens like this. And then we've got 2 pull-outs here. That's the image from the cover. And we've got her and her. There were just so many great images. I just had to use all of them multiple times. And over here we have 2 pull-outs, and then the gorgeous girl coming out from in there. And then this tucks underneath there and goes back in here. All right, then we've got, this is the center of our second signature. This opens up. 2 pull-outs here. So lots of room for journaling. If it's for a child, it could be for, you know, depending on how old the child is, it can just be for scribbling or whatever, but super fun. I thought this would make a fantastic gift for a child. But like I said, there are adults that love Disney and The Little Mermaid. So we've got 2 images here. Then we've got the dad. Woo, he looks terrifying. So we've got this. Oops. So this also opens up like that. And let's see. This pulls out. Opens like that. We've got that pull out, and then the dad again, the scary dad, and that goes in here. And this actually, just forgot, that opens up like that. And then on the last page, we have this pull out tag. We have a pocket here. And then this opens up like that. And we have these 2 images. And then the little, what do you call those? Tickets. All right. So, as always, I like to offer my journals to you guys before I list them on Etsy. So I'll wait a couple days before I list this on Etsy. If you are interested in this Little Mermaid junk journal, reach out to me. If I sell it to one of you guys on YouTube, I would probably need $145, and then if I list it on Etsy, it's probably going to be more like $185. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will look forward to Beauty and the Beast. That will be coming out later. Like I said, I have 2 more kind of ocean mermaidy themed journals that I completed, and I'm going to do videos on them right now. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching. Happy scrappy day. Oh, and if you're interested in this, do not contact me through Etsy. Contact me through my email, When you contact me through Etsy, it puts me in a position where Etsy saw that communication and they want me to sell it on Etsy. So please contact me. Sorry about the dogs. Via email. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.